Hi, Max. Thanks for coming in. We're talking to Coach a little bit about situational football, and I was just wondering from your observation, are you seeing some guys stepping up and filling key roles, down and distance, stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. I think football is just as much of a mental game as it is physical. So all the times we do all the running and the heavy lifting, we're practicing also the small aspects of that, and trying to play the game of football as much as we are trying to get bigger, faster, and stronger.
We'll go next to Andy.
Hey, Max. I know last week you told us that even before the team canceled practice on Thursday, you and the leadership council had made a point of discussing the Jacob Blake shooting at team meals. Since Thursday's meetings, how have those conversations evolved?
It's been really good since Thursday, because Thursday we were able to do a big gathering and a lot of team-wide talks. But that also was a segue for now. It's kind of built into us because we've heard from so many guys, and we've heard from a team-wide group. Now when we break off into smaller groups, it's continued and it gets down to more of the specifics. So it's been really good. We're talking about social injustice. We're talking about the upcoming election. We're talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's been really good. I've been hearing all those around the locker room.
Go next to Dan.
Hey, Max, how you doing?
Good.
The hours that you can spend with the coaching staff changed this week when with everyone getting back on the campus and school year starting. How much does that change your personal approach and some of the things that you maybe need to reinforce to both the position groups and your teammates about the amount of time that they have to spend individually now that you don't have the opportunity to do it as much with the coaching staff?
So I think during camp we spend so much time with our coaches that it's more sporadic what we do. We're learning about new defenses and the way to attack new offenses and things like that. But I think as the time has shrunken and school has started, we have to be more precise in what we're talking about. And if you're getting extra film in with coach, it's more precisely sketched out towards the upcoming opponent or the practice film of that week. So. That's what I got.
We'll go next to Kevin.
Hey, Max, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good, good. So just curious, you guys obviously have a lot to focus on right now, but do any of you hear the outside noise in kind of the preseason projections? And do you guys kind of plan on using it at all, as momentum or kind of fuel for this season?
For sure. Everybody wants to be talked about and everybody wants to be ranked among the best. But if you're not, that's the goal you're working towards. So sure, we'd like to use that to help better ourselves. And the great players always use little mental notes and ticks to get them going. So I think that is something we try to do as a team as well.
We'll go next to Andy.
Max, I was asking Travis about the FCS opener on Saturday night, the Austin P UCA game. I know a lot of guys are watching that on the team. He said, was that something you tuned into? And is that a sign of encouragement that football can't happen right now during the pandemic?
It is a sign of encouragement, and it was good for us as roommates to sit down and watch some football being played because it hasn't happened in so long. So there was a spotlight on that game just because we wanted to see, hey, football can happen, and just to have the first play be a touchdown, it was really exciting. Me and my roommates were tuned in as well, so it was pretty cool.
We're going to take two more, first with Julian and then with Dan.
What's up, Max? Jeff was saying earlier, like before camp actually, that just because of circumstances and sort of the time and how different things were this year, that it might be a little bit difficult or kind of unreasonable to try to install everything or kind of get elaborate with game plan. But how did you see sort of that develop over camp, and how much were you guys able to actually knock out, learn, apply, and how intricate were you able to get?
Well, I think because of our very good and brilliant coaching staff, we were able to do a lot of different things, especially going against Coach Frank Signetti on the offensive side. The defensive coaches were able to, based on what they were running versus us, teach us a lot of things about the coverages and the pressures and what we were running. So I think because of the level of coaching staff we have here, we've been able to learn so much without having to overcomplicate things. It flows very natural. So every day we're learning about new offensive sets, new ways teams try to attack us. So it's going very well.
And we'll wrap things up with Dan.
Max, the uniforms came out last week with the designs on social media and the red bandana uniform. How much do you enjoy, getting the reveal and seeing maybe some different stuff that gets incorporated into the uniform, not just with the red bandana, but seeing the retro uniforms too, and some of the cleaner looks that you're trying to get involved with?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm glad that our uniform swag has gone this direction. It's very cool to see the development. We now have the new red bandana themed numbers and everything. And that's all a part of Men and Women for Others for Wells Crowther. But the uniforms are very cool, and I'm very appreciative of them. It's good for recruiting as well, so good for us.